Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back in the Toyota GR86, this time at the world famous sports car venue that is Oulton Park International. This time it's the Oulton Park International without Brittens chicane layout. It's going to be a lot of fun and production car. I just can't wait to be attacked by BMWs at every corner halfway through the race. It's going to be a lot of fun. Right, let's start the lap. Okay, so first of all, I'm using the fixed setup as I always do so that we're all on a sort of even keel. This time, no traction control. I have got ABS mode set to 2. I thought it was on 1, but I was obviously drunk when I recorded this lap. So as we start off on the left-hand side, looking for the Two Brothers sign on the left-hand side, little brake up to about 60% on the gas, nice and early, exit nice and wide, keeping our right-hand tyres on the rumble strip. We don't get an X for doing that. Head over to the right-hand side, look to go into this dip, little brake, down to third gear, hooking our tyres on the inside corner, exiting wide, don't go on the grass there. One of the most punitive X's on the service that is iRacing. Little lift through here, you don't have to lift, but by doing that tiny little lift, it allows us a nice entry into Shell Oil corner, all the way down to second gear, on the gas nice and early, feel like you're going to be running over the grass, but you're not. Exit nice and wide, and we want to go nice and tight here through turn 6, almost feeling for the grass as we come up over hilltop into the next chicane. We're looking for roughly the 75 meter mark. We're braking really high into second gear, cutting it nice and close, little lift again, back on the gas, absolutely flat out here through Brook. Maybe I'm drunk again, who knows. As we come up Clay Hill, over to the left-hand side, up to fourth gear, through Water Tower, and as we come into Druids, don't overbrake here, drop it down to third, get on the gas nice and early, clipping both of these curbs, exit nice and wide, and now we've only got Lodge to do here. There's just over halfway between this sign and the Marshal's Hut, down to second gear, on the gas nice and early, cutting the corner, exiting wide, don't go on the grass. Head over to the left-hand side, making it as tight as possible, and over and across the line in a 1:47.264. Park up nice and safe, have a sandwich, and relax. Right, let's do the breakdown lap. Okay, it's a long lap, so I'm going to go as fast as possible through this for you. Right, our first braking marker is this Two Brothers Racing sign on the left-hand side. As we get there, we're going to brake up to about 60% briefly, trail it off, dropping it down to third gear, and wanting to get on the gas nice and early. So we're not quite on full gas at the apex, but that's because it's quite a tricky corner. We're getting on the gas, and we're going to exit nice and wide, so we're absolutely fine here because my right-hand tyres are still actually on the rumble strip, the red and white. That's fine. Back over so you don't hit that mud, there is an X there. Over to the right hand side. Our next braking marker, we're coming up to this little dip and we want the car to be compressed on the suspension so that the front end's more reactive. And once we get in that, we're going to brake again up to about 65%. Trail it off, drop it down to third gear, wanting to get on the gas as early as possible. So again, I'm on 100%, nice, halfway through the corner here. Exit wide, we can hit the rumble strip, but we can't hit that patch of AstroTurf or whatever it is in between the rumble strip and that extra patch of asphalt. Don't know why. Very silly. So this corner, as I say, you can take it flat, but what I do is I do a lift at the entrance to this road here as I turn in. Little lift, and then back on the gas nice and early. We're wanting to cut the corner, go over the rumble strip, but if we go over the grass in any way, there's another X here, so we don't want to do that. I'm now back at 100%, and this allows me a nice wide entry into Shell Oil's corner, which is really important, and is coming up next. Next braking zone, as you can see here, it's just as we get to the start of this, you can see this little mud patch on the right-hand side. That's usually my marker. I brake quite hard, up to about 100%, as I say, dropping it down to second gear. And I'm wanting to get on the gas as early as possible, so I'm on full gas here, halfway through the corner. Use that camber, will push you out wide, but that's fine. We're now going to get as close to the right-hand side as possible here, running over the grass even just a little bit. Now wanting to keep the steering wheel as straight as possible as we come up over hilltop. Next braking marker is roughly halfway between the 100 and the 50 meter marker, so roughly about the 75. Again, we're braking hard, dropping it down to second gear, cutting it quite close here to the inside apex of the chicane. A little blast up to full on the old gas pedal, and then we're just coming off the gas, tiny little bit of braking, more to just get the weight over the front wheels rather than actually slow the car down. And now I'm back on 100%, and I'm going to leave it on 100% all the way through to Druids now. So we're flat out through here, cutting the corner, exiting wide but keeping the middle of the car over the track. And now Druids. So basically, it's this green marker on the right-hand side is my braking marker for here in this car. So as I get there, brake up to about 50%, trail it off, drop it down to third gear, and I'm back on 100%, more or less, as soon as possible. There we go. So I'm cutting that first corner, and now I'm holding it on 100% all the way up to Lodge. Again, cutting the corner, using the exit curbing. Now our final braking marker is midway between this turn right sign and the Marshall's hook with the number 22 on it, just coming up. And here we're braking quite hard again, dropping it down to third, dropping it down to second, trailing it off, and I'm looking to get onto 100% as early as possible. So cutting the corner a little bit there. Always looks tighter than it is when you're in a sports car rather than a Formula car. Exiting nice and wide with my left-hand tyres on the rumble strip. And that's it. Nice, simple, straightforward. It's going to be a lot of fun in a 25-minute race. And driving line version coming up now. Okay, one final run through with the driving line on. As always, thanks for your support. I've been Sambo iRacing now. I'll see you guys in the week. Cheers.